Joining us now is Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert. So, first of all, Judge Gohmert, nobody believes me that you are a judge. You were a judge for a good 10 years plus, as I recall.
Yep, sure was.
So, Judge Gohmert, welcome back. It's great to see you. I want to talk to you about these dead-of-night airplane drops that we're experiencing up here in New York. We're not the only place by a long shot, from these illegal migrants. Now, I know they're kids, but I also know that the administration has done nothing to close down the border, and I don't know, 2 million people are going to cross, and they don't tell the states, Louis. They don't even tell them they're coming. What's up with this?
Well, it is so outrageous. When you're shipping people in by the thousands, a town, a city, a state ought to know that they're coming in. And of course, you've been seeing the last 24 hours about these flights coming into Westchester there in New York. Look, these are kids. The good thing for the drug cartels is that they're not having to ship children across state lines for illicit purposes. They've got the U.S. government shipping them across state lines for illicit purposes, because many of these kids will end up being selling drugs. They'll be used in sex trafficking, and it is so outrageous. And then they try to mask it and say, oh, we're reuniting. No, you're not. The parents are still in Central America, Mexico. You're sending them where the drug cartels want them. I've been down there on the border all hours of the night when they're lined up to answer questions that Border Patrol required to ask. And they'll switch addresses. Oh, let me have that address. But they're the addresses the drug cartels said. Tell them this is where you have a relative. And they're shipping them around to sell their drugs, to do their sex trafficking. And now they got Uncle Sam doing it for them.
You know, Louis Gohmert, this is so bad. First of all, it's all catch and release. That's point number one. Yep. But point number one is, too, Louis, the furtive, secretive nature of what the administration is doing. I mean, they won't even tell the states. Nobody knows this stuff's coming. This was good reporting by the New York Post and elsewhere. Yes. And, Louis, other one, what about these 60,000, I don't know how many refugees from Afghanistan? I know they stop over at military bases, but then aren't they released into the interior of the country? And we don't know who the heck they are either.
Well, some of them are released on their own recognizance, you could call it that, when they bolt from the bus and take off to go do their own thing wherever they go. We don't know who they are. We don't have proper identification on them. And we've still got some Americans over there in Afghanistan. But this administration has done so much damage. I was just in a meeting where we were talking about the rare earth elements, the lithium, all the things that we should have had a contract with Afghanistan to purchase, and instead that'll be done with China. I mean, there's just not a real, you can't point to an aspect where this administration has done a good job. It's tragic.
You know, I just say, Judge Gohmert, they have done nothing to solve this problem, which has just become monumental.
They've compounded it.
You know, I mean, right. It's just one thing. It astonishes me that even just politically, Louis, you would think this is a national story. Marsha Blackburn was on this show 3 months ago and said, this is not a border story, this is a national story. And she has turned out to be completely right. And they still don't have the political presence of mind to do anything about it. Last word.
Well, they're still counting on those being Democrat voters if they can just get it through that people that came in 30 minutes ago illegally, they get to vote. That's what they're shooting for. But nonetheless, they're not looking at the damage that is occurring to this country. It's so outrageous. The drug cartels are the biggest beneficiary of what this administration is doing. And by the way, Larry, how great to be on with a bunch of my heroes. I got Larry Kudlow, I got Greg Gianforte, you're talking about Forbes, Steve Moore. You guys are great.
My pleasure.
And someday we'll have to talk about some ideas like putting all public assistance welfare in one central committee so we can get rid of duplication, get rid of CBO, make scoring bills competitive, things like that. There's a lot that could be done, and on every point, this administration goes the wrong way.
Afraid
It's
so.
kind of like Gates, kind of like Bob Gates said, about Biden and foreign affairs.
He's always wrong. He's always wrong.
That's right. It is.
House member
So
Louis
true.
Gohmert, Judge Louis Gohmert, thank you. We'll have more.
It's great to
Look
be
forward
with you.
Seeing you. You bet.
Thanks, Larry.